Hello and welcome back to Only Pay. We'll be discussing about the rich build wealth in 5 ways that poor do not. Be sure to watch to all the way to the end. If you are new to the channel, then hit the subscribe button below from our life-changing content. Number 1. They track everything. If you ask the average person what percentage of their income they spent on living expenses and entertainment last month, they likely wouldn't know. You would probably get the same blank stare. If you ask them how much they saved last month, this isn't shocking, as 61% of American adults don't employ any form of budgeting. But if you ask a rich person, they will tell you that budgeting your expense and tracking your spending is critical to financial success. Many people use the two-step process to budgeting their money. First, they determine their expected income for the upcoming month. This will include their salary or business income, as well as possibly come earned through their investment. This total figure will be starting point. When they employ the 20-30-50 budgeting method, this budgeting technique works by dividing your income in the following way. 50% is designated to living expenses like rent, utilities, and grocery. The next 30% goes towards entertainment costs like going out to eat or seeing a movie. Finally, 20% is meant to go right into your savings account. Once their budgeting has been established, the rich that diligently track their spending, most millionaires will connect their credit card to apps like Mint that automatically categorize the purchase into a budget categories. However, some millionaires still do things old school. For instance, they will track their purchase on the notes up in their phones and manually add the total at month's end. Either way, the rich track their money because they know that what isn't measured, he isn't managed now, while you may not feel like it as. Important to track your spending when you aren't earning a massive income. The truth is that sooner you can start building good financial habits, the better. The fact of the matter is that since you watched my channel, I know you will be wealthy one day, so you better have the skills required to handle all those $1,000,000 checks you will be chasing in the future. Number 2. They employ financial discipline. If you ask any millionaire the key trait in becoming rich, they will surely mention discipline. This is because discipline is involved in all aspects of becoming wealthy. For instance, if you want to get a high-paying job, you have to have the discipline to get a good job, which takes every year instant studying in preparation. Or if you become rich through building a business, you will have to employ discipline to work on your company even when your friends are out partying and having fun. And once you start making big money, the discipline only becomes more important. You see, it doesn't matter how much money you make, you will never be rich if you lack the ability to save, and saving takes discipline. It means driving the car you had for 10 years rather than spending thousands of dollars on what new sport car you had your eye on. If you read any major financial book or listen to any successful entrepreneur, you will find that they consider saving money as one of the foundation of building long-term wealth. The crazy thing is that according to CNBC, 57% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account and 39% have no savings at all now. I know saving money can be difficult, but there are a few methods that can help you to make it easier to put away money. The first method is to step up automated deduction. In fact, one of the best things I ever had for my finance was setting up automated deduction from my pay with my employer. In essence, what these deductions allow me to do was send part of my paycheck directly into savings account instead of full amount going right into my check account. When I initially set up this process, I allocated 10% of my after-tax income to my segment account. But over time, I have found that I am able to up this amount to 20% and double my monthly savings. Setting up these deductions helps me to avoid spending your entire paycheck, meaning that saving money is guaranteed. The other way to increase your saving is to start earning more. The truth is your ability to start is restricted by how much you earn, but sadly most people only strategy for saving more money is cutting costs. Now, cutting costs is great. Start because you can realize quick wins in the saving department, but realistically, you could only reduce your monthly cost by so much. You will always have to pay for things like housing, food, and transportation. Meaning, if that you want to take your savings to the next level, then you need to focus on the other half of the income statement, which is you are earning. In my video how to make $100 a day with no money, I go over some simple but effective ways to increase your income, like tutoring, freelancing, or driving for Ubers or Lyft. Now imagine how big a difference earning an extra $100 a day would have your savings. Earning an extra $100 translates that roughly $3,000 a month. Let's say you have only saved 75% of the extra income. Every month for a year, you would end up with 27,000 US dollars in extra savings. Therefore, becoming rich is just much about making money as it is about saving it. Number 3. They live within their means. When most people think of the millionaire's lifestyle, to think of rich people spending endless amount of money on designer clothes and fancy cars, but in reality, millionaires are quiet, responsible spenders who live within their means, and one of the ways that they have been able to amass the wealth they have is by avoiding income trap. You see, when most people starting earn more money being to spend more instant, your standard sedan may suffice when you are earning 50,000 US dollars a day. When you are suddenly find yourself running double, you may gravitate toward getting a luxury vehicle. Instead, the rise in spending can be attributed to what's known as Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law states that work expands so as it to fill the time available, its completions, and the financial context. It means that you will spend it up to the amount you have available, and available doesn't mean the money in your bank, which is why people will go broke and then some by maxing their lines of credit and credit cards. The reason this phenomenon takes place is due to lack of financial control. Unfortunately, school teach things like how to find slope of lines or how to write a cursive, but it never teaches how to create and maintain a budget, as known as real life skills. Therefore, unless you have a family or friends who bestow sound financial principles upon you, then you are almost destined to run into money management issues. Later in life, this habit of living below your means is especially important for those who run their own business. This is because as a business owner, there will be good times when you are making significant revenues and bad times when your business will be declined. But if you spend well beyond your means when times are good, then you will not able to weather the storm of harsh economic times, likely causing your business to go bankrupt. Once you master the art of living within your means, it can set you up perfectly to being employing. Number 4. They put their money to work. Life is like a game of Monopoly. The person who owns the best properties on the board makes the most amount of cash. Normally, do these investments make them positive income as the game goes on, but they can be disposed for a significant lump sum at the end of the game. However, you can only acquire these investments with your cash, which is why the rich put your money to work through investing. Unfortunately, when the average person gets paid, they either spend it or best stick the money in their savings account. Now, putting money in savings account is definitely a better blowing it on a furious amount, but the problem with this method is that spending money in your savings account every month will not grow your wealth. The average savings account yields just 0.09% interest annually, which means that even if you have 50,000 US dollars in savings, you would earn massively $45 interest. This is why the rich makes point put their savings to work through investing, and the earlier can start investing, the better. Just take Warren Buffett as an example. Buffett bought his first stock at the age of 11, and by strategically investing over the course of many decades, has become one of the wealthiest people on the planet. But it's just not billionaires who practice ongoing investing. On average, millionaires investing on 20% of their household income each year, making investing a significant part of their wealth. accumulation strategies. And if you think the millionaires invest in existing products, you may be surprised. Millionaires invest in the same thing as the average investor, like Roth IRA and 401k. Also send investment including things like real estate, properties, and personal development. Number 5. They never touch the principal. At this point, we know that the rich track your spending diligently, the employ financial discipline, live frugal, and put their money to work. But what really separates these wealthy individuals from the poor is that they never spend their principal. While they previously said that most millionaires live frugally, some do, like spend on luxury items, while you would think that spending some of money would rough their wealth and or even make them poor. It doesn't, because they never touch the principal. In financial terms, the principal is the original amount of money put into an investment. For instance, if you were to buy 10 and shares, 100,000 US dollars, that paid an annual dividend of $2 a share, the $100,000 you invested will be the principal at $2 share, or the $20,000 will be dividend income. In short, the rich never detract from the asset that they already earning. Them income mean that their wealth will never decline due to their spending. Rich Dad Poor Dad out there, Robert Kiyosaki. Method of spending. In a recent tweet where he said living it up, buying everything you want and one create by the asset to pay for them. First, Robert's been known to use this basket of investment properties to fund his purchases. Like when he does on vacation or buys a new car. Unfortunately, most people generate their cash flow in the form of active income by trading time for money. When you only earn active income, it means that any money you spend is directly reducing your wealth, as income earned but not invested will never grow to a point where you can spend excess cash it produces. So what type of investment you can use to make a passive income? Some of my favorite passive methods include investment properties, dividend stocks, and real estate investments trusts. Otherwise known as REITs, investment properties allow you to invest into building with your down payment, i.e. principals enter cash flows. Through the profits you make from tenants, rent payments. Dividend stocks are also great because they pay you quarterly or annually without you having to reduce how much money you have in the market. Finally, a REIT is a real estate investment trust. Essentially, it is a company that owns or produces income producing real estate. You can think of REIT as a mutual fund for real estate investing, and like a fund, the way you own it is through buying stocks. You see, when you want to stock in REIT, you are in share of the profit which is produced by real estate investment. It's way to invest in real estate without the hassle of being property owner, or every time profits are shared you will receive a portion of the cash distributed. And the best part was that there was no property maintenance, no dealing with tenants, and no chasing rent payment required in summations. Or if you want to continue growing your wealth while still being able to spend from time to time, you must only spend the income that your assets generated, never the principal. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and be sure to turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any video just like this one. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and be sure to turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any video just like this one. If you enjoy this video, please give us your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.